Adventures of Stegi the Stegosaurus, a children's tale. In the heart of a lush prehistoric jungle, a young Stegosaurus named Stevie resided with his doting family. Stevie was not your average dinosaur. He was filled with an insatiable curiosity and a zest for adventure that set him apart from his peers. His home, a verdant paradise, was bursting with vibrant flora and fauna, providing fertile ground for a young mind hungry for exploration and discovery. Stevie's family was a warm and loving one. His parents were nurturing, his siblings playful, always indulging his questions and encouraging his adventurous spirit. Nestled in their leafy haven, they lived a peaceful life, filled with the harmonious sounds of the prehistoric wilderness. Stevie stood out from the crowd, not just because of his curious nature, but also due to his physical attributes. His back was adorned with large, flat plates, and his tail bristled with sharp spikes, features unique to Stegosauruses. These traits, while making him different, also made him special, adding to his charm and zest for life. One day, as the sun bathed the prehistoric jungle in a warm, golden light, a mysterious sound echoed through the air. It was unlike anything Stevie had heard before. It was a soft, continuous noise, strange yet enticing, and it piqued Stevie's curiosity. Stevie was not one to shy away from the unknown. In fact, he was drawn to it. The mysterious sound, resonating from a distance, was an irresistible challenge for him. Without a second thought, he decided to investigate its source, setting the stage for an adventure like no other. Stevie, the young Stegosaurus, couldn't resist the allure of the mysterious sound that echoed through his jungle home. It was a sound he had never heard before, and his curious nature compelled him to investigate. He knew it would be an adventure, and he was ready to face it head-on. To prepare for the journey ahead, Stevie spent time sharpening his spikes and strengthening his plates. He bid his family a heartfelt goodbye, promising to return with tales of his adventure. His family watched him leave, their hearts filled with both worry and pride. Stevie's journey led him deeper into the lush, prehistoric jungle. Each step he took was filled with excitement and wonder. He marveled at the towering trees, the vibrant foliage, and the creatures hidden within. The jungle was a place of endless discovery for Stevie. Along his journey, Stevie encountered numerous dinosaurs of varying species. From the towering Brachiosaurus to the fierce Tyrannosaurus Rex, Stevie was fascinated by the diversity of life around him. These encounters added to his knowledge and made his journey even more thrilling. The journey was not without its challenges. Stevie faced steep slopes and treacherous terrain. But his courage never wavered. Each obstacle he encountered, he overcame with determination and bravery. His adventures were shaping him into a brave and resourceful dinosaur. Stevie's heart pounded as he drew closer to the source of the mysterious sound. It was a dark cave, its entrance almost cloaked by thick foliage. Gathering his courage, he stepped into the unknown, his spikes standing tall on his back. Inside the cave, he discovered a sight that tugged at his heartstrings. A baby dinosaur, lost and alone, was the source of the sound. Its eyes were wide with fear and it trembled at the sight of Stevie, who tried his best to appear non-threatening. Stevie couldn't stand to see the baby dinosaur in distress. He decided he would help it find its way back home. He gently coaxed the baby dinosaur out of the cave, promising with soft words and gentle nudges to keep it safe. The journey back was filled with challenges but also moments of joy. Stevie and the baby dinosaur, who seemed to trust him now, made their way through the prehistoric jungle. They encountered various creatures, with Stevie protecting the baby dinosaur at every turn. After a long trek, they finally found the baby dinosaur's home. Its family had been desperately looking for it and were overjoyed to see their child safe. They showered Stevie with gratitude, their eyes brimming with relief and admiration for the brave Stegosaurus. Stevie's heroism was not left unnoticed. The baby dinosaur's family, along with other dinosaurs, celebrated his bravery and kindness. They praised him for his courage, turning the little Stegosaurus into the hero of the day. After the celebration, Stevie began his journey back home. The adventure had been thrilling, but he missed his family and longed to tell them about his experiences. He journeyed through the same jungle, but this time, with a sense of fulfillment and pride. His family welcomed him warmly when he returned. Their joy knew no bounds as they listened to Stevie recount his brave adventures. They were proud of their son, their eyes gleaming with love and admiration for their brave little dinosaur. But Stevie was not the same dinosaur who had left for an adventure. He had grown, not just in size, but in wisdom and courage. He had learned about new dinosaurs, faced challenges, and discovered kindness within himself. The story of Stevie the Stegosaurus ends with a message. It's about bravery faced with the unknown, kindness when encountering someone in need, and the spirit of adventure that lies within us all. Stevie's story is not just a tale, but a lesson for life. A Brachiosaurus adventure in the enchanted forest. In the first light of dawn, a young Brachiosaurus named Benny cracked through the shell of his egg. His wide eyes took in the vast, prehistoric world around him, a lush landscape that stretched beyond the horizon, filled with the calls of distant creatures. Benny soon met his towering family, a gentle group of herbivores. They introduced him to the diet of their kind, guiding him to feast on the verdant leaves that adorned the tallest trees, a banquet set high above the ground. However, Benny quickly encountered a challenge. Despite his eager attempts, the young dinosaur found himself unable to reach the succulent leaves, his neck too short and his legs too small. This realization marked the beginning of his journey towards growth. It wasn't long before Benny crossed paths with Sally, a swift and agile velociraptor. She noticed Benny's struggle and teased him for his slow pace and inability to reach even the lowest branches, igniting a fire within him to overcome his obstacles. Feeling a mix of determination and frustration, Benny wandered away from his familiar surroundings. His exploration led him to a hidden valley, a paradise filled with lush and untouched vegetation. It was here that Benny's story would take a meaningful turn, guiding him towards unexpected lessons and friendships. In the hidden valley, Benny stumbled upon Oliver, an old and wise Brachiosaurus who carried an air of serenity. Oliver saw the potential in Benny and decided to share with him the secret of patience. He explained how patience was not just waiting but growing and learning in the process. Oliver emphasized the importance of a healthy diet and regular exercise for Benny to grow strong. He introduced Benny to the most nutritious leaves in the valley and guided him through stretching exercises designed to help him reach higher branches. Feeling inspired, Benny dedicated himself to following Oliver's advice. He ate the nutritious leaves and practiced the stretching exercises daily. Each day, he could feel himself getting stronger and reaching a little higher, his confidence blooming with his newfound strength. However, Benny's journey took a daunting turn when he fell into a mud pit during one of his explorations. Trapped and unable to free himself, fear and loneliness enveloped him. He cried out, hoping for a miracle amid the vast silence. The cries of despair did not go unanswered. Dinosaurs from across the valley, having heard of the young Brachiosaurus's plight, banded together to help. Their combined efforts soon had Benny out of the pit. Overwhelmed with gratitude, Benny realized the true strength of friendship and community during tough times. Feeling the earth beneath him give way, Benny found himself trapped in a deep mud pit. The fear was palpable, his cries echoing off the ancient trees. In this moment of despair, he felt truly alone, questioning if he'd ever see the light of day again. From the dense foliage, a myriad of dinosaurs emerged, drawn by Benny's distress. In an extraordinary display of unity, they worked together, their differences set aside. With combined strength, they reached into the pit, offering Benny a way out. Upon his rescue, Benny's heart swelled with gratitude. The experience illuminated the profound importance of friendship and community, especially during the darkest times. He realized no challenge was too great when faced with the support of others. Returning to his family, Benny was a changed dinosaur. Not only had he grown taller, but his spirit had matured. His family marveled at his transformation, barely recognizing the once timid Brachiosaurus who now stood before them with confidence. Sally, the Velociraptor who once mocked Benny, witnessed his newfound stature and humility. Feeling remorse for her past behavior, she approached Benny, extending an olive branch of friendship. In accepting her apology, Benny demonstrated the power of forgiveness, cementing their bond. As winter cloaked the land in a blanket of snow, food became a rarity, pushing the dinosaurs to the brink of despair. Benny, with a heart as big as his stature, revealed the location of his hidden valley. This lush haven, untouched by the frost, became their salvation, offering ample vegetation to sustain them through the cold months. With spring's arrival, warmth seeped back into the land, melting away the snow and revealing the vibrant hues of renewal. The dinosaurs, their spirits lifted by the abundance of food, celebrated the end of hardship. Benny, having led them through winter's grip, found himself the subject of admiration and respect among his peers. As time passed, Benny continued to grow, not just in size, but in wisdom and strength. Standing atop the highest mountain, he gazed out over the land that had been his home and his challenge. Proud of the journey he had undertaken, he reflected on the lessons of patience, friendship, and perseverance that had shaped him. Below, a new generation of dinosaur hatchlings gazed up at Benny with wide eyes filled with wonder. They saw in him not just a giant, but a beacon of guidance and hope. Eager to pass on his knowledge, Benny welcomed the opportunity to mold these young minds, ensuring the legacy of wisdom and kindness lived on. The valley, once a hidden gem, now thrived under Benny's watchful eye. As he watched over his home, a gentle giant beloved by all, he knew he had fulfilled a purpose greater than himself. The story of Benny, the Brachiosaurus who grew in stature and heart, would echo through the ages, inspiring generations to come. Benny felt a deep sense of responsibility as he looked down at the eager faces of the young hatchlings. He knew it was his turn to pass on the wisdom and lessons that had shaped his journey. With patience and enthusiasm, he began teaching them about the importance of a healthy diet, the value of exercise, and the strength found in friendships. Benny emphasized the virtue of patience, sharing his own story of growth and the challenges he overcame. As the days turned into seasons, Benny's teachings took root in the hearts of the hatchlings. He watched with pride as they grew stronger and wiser, each embodying the lessons of kindness, perseverance, and community. Standing tall over the valley, Benny became a beacon of hope and a symbol of resilience. His legacy, built on the foundations of love and wisdom, promised to nurture generations of dinosaurs long into the future. Discover the adventures of Tangerine, the orange pterodactyl. In a time when dinosaurs roamed the earth, there was one who stood out from the crowd. His name was Tangerine, and he was an orange pterodactyl. Our story begins in a lush, green land where Tangerine was born. His vibrant orange color immediately made him unique among his siblings, which made him extra special. Tangerine's parents were lovingly amazed at his striking color, and they knew he was destined for great things. They taught him everything they knew about flying and surviving in the wild. Tangerine was a quick learner. His favorite thing to do was to soar high in the sky, his orange wings glistening in the sunlight, creating a mesmerizing spectacle. One day, Tangerine was flying when he saw a dark shadow moving in the water below. It was a shark. His heart pounded with fear and excitement. With a quick swoop, he managed to snatch a fish from the water, just inches away from the shark's jaws. It was a thrilling experience that Tangerine would never forget. Returning home, he shared his adventurous tale with his siblings. They listened with wide eyes, admiring Tangerine's bravery. Since that day, his courage became a legend among his kind. Tangerine was always exploring. During his adventures, he made many friends and learned about the diversity in their dinosaur world. He was a friend to all, from the biggest T-Rex to the smallest Compsognathus. One day, Tangerine stumbled upon a hidden valley. Within it were strange plants and creatures he had never seen before. He was fascinated and decided to explore further. Tangerine found himself befriending the creatures of this hidden valley. Together they shared stories, played games, and learned from each other. The valley became Tangerine's second home. However, life wasn't always easy. Tangerine faced many challenges like harsh weather, forest fires, and not to forget, the mighty predators that roamed the land. But each challenge made Tangerine stronger. He learned to trust his instincts and use his wits to outsmart his predators. He became a symbol of courage and wisdom in his community. Tangerine had many adventures throughout his life. He explored new lands, made countless friends, and survived many challenges. His story is a testament to the spirit of adventure and the will to persevere. Our story ends with Tangerine, now an aged pterodactyl, watching the sun set from his favorite perch. His life was filled with adventure, friendship, and wisdom, a life well lived. In the heart of every dinosaur, the legend of Tangerine was etched. His orange figure against the sky became a symbol of bravery, exploration, and friendship, a legacy that would live on for ages. Kids, Tangerine's story reminds us that being different is what makes us special. It's our unique qualities that help us stand out and make a difference in our world. So let's celebrate our uniqueness and embrace the spirit of adventure. Just like Tangerine, let's be brave, be curious, and always be ready to learn. Remember, adventure lies in every corner. It's up to us to explore, learn, and grow. Let's keep Tangerine's spirit alive in our hearts. Let's be daring like Tangerine, let's be caring like Tangerine, and let's always strive to be amazing, just like Tangerine was in his world of dinosaurs. Thank you for joining us on this wonderful adventure. Stay curious, keep exploring, and remember, the world is full of wonderful stories waiting to be discovered. And, of course, keep an eye on the sky. You never know when you might spot an orange pterodactyl soaring high, living his next adventure. That's it for today's story, kids. Hope you enjoyed the adventures of Tangerine, the orange pterodactyl. Goodbye. And always remember, be brave, be unique, and always be ready for an adventure. The Adventures of Tricky, the Yellow Triceratops. Once upon a time, in the lush valleys of Dinosauria, lived a unique dinosaur named Tricky. He wasn't just any triceratops, he was yellow, a sight to behold. Tricky was an adventurous little dinosaur. His yellow scales shimmered under the sun, making him stand out in the green expanse of Dinosauria. His bright color made him popular among his peers. They were attracted to his vibrant hue, but his uniqueness wasn't always an advantage. Sometimes, it made it hard for him to hide during the play of hide and seek. His yellow scales would peek out like a tiny sun among the bushes. Tricky's best friend was a blue pterodactyl named Terry. Terry admired Tricky's confidence in being different and standing out. Together, they embarked on many adventures. They explored the dense jungles, the high mountains, and the vast oceans surrounding Dinosauria. They met many other dinosaurs on their journeys. Tricky's vibrant color always sparked curiosity and initiated conversations. One day, they met a dinosaur who was quite infamous, Rex, the red T-Rex. He was known to be boastful and loved to challenge others. Seeing Tricky's unusual color, Rex decided to challenge him to a duel. The challenge was to roar the loudest, and Tricky accepted. Despite his fear, Tricky roared with all his might. His roar echoed across Dinosauria. Even though Rex roared louder, everyone was impressed by Tricky's courage. Rex, surprised by Tricky's audacity, declared the duel a draw. He admitted that bravery came in all colors. From that day onwards, Tricky became a local hero. His courage was admired more than his color. One day, a threatening storm hit Dinosauria. It was the biggest storm any dinosaur had ever seen. Tricky and Terry knew they had to help their friends. They took the lead and used their knowledge from their adventures to find a safe place. They led all the dinosaurs to a large cave they had once explored. The cave was deep enough to keep everyone safe from the storm. The storm raged on outside, while inside, Tricky and Terry kept everyone calm. They told stories of their adventures, making the dinosaurs laugh and forget their fear. When the storm finally subsided, the dinosaurs slowly emerged from the cave. They found Dinosauria looking different, but safe nonetheless. Tricky and Terry were hailed as heroes. They had not only saved the dinosaurs from the storm, but also brought them closer as a community. From then on, Tricky was admired not just for his color, but also his bravery and quick thinking. Tricky's story spread far and wide, reminding all dinosaurs that color and size don't define one's worth, but courage and kindness do. His adventures became the most told tales in Dinosauria. They inspired other dinosaurs to embrace their uniqueness and always help their fellow beings. Tricky, the yellow Triceratops, lived happily with his friend Terry, creating new adventures and stories to tell. His life was a testament to the fact that being different was not a disadvantage, but a strength to be proud of. Remember, just like Tricky, each one of us is unique and capable of great things. So, embrace your uniqueness and let it shine. And that brings us to the end of our story, The Adventures of Tricky, the Yellow Triceratops. But remember, every ending is just a new beginning. So, who knows what adventures lie ahead for Tricky? In Dinosauria, and in life, it's the brave, kind, and different ones who make a difference. So, be like Tricky, be you. Being different is being brave. Being brave is being a hero. This was the lesson that Tricky, the yellow Triceratops, taught everyone in Dinosauria. Sammy the Green T-Rex, an adventure in Dinoland. Once upon a time, in the heart of Dinoland, lived a unique dinosaur named Sammy. Sammy wasn't like the other T-Rexes, he was green, a color unheard of in the T-Rex world. Sammy's green scales sparkled under the sun, making him the center of attention, but he didn't always enjoy the spotlight. He often felt lonely, as the other dinosaurs kept a distance, unsure of his unique coloration. One day, Sammy decided to embark on a journey. He wanted to find out why he was different, believing there must be other green T-Rexes out there. His first stop was the wise, old Triceratops, Trixie. Sammy asked her about his green scales. Trixie, although old, had never seen a green T-Rex before. Discouraged but not defeated, Sammy continued his quest. He traveled through dense jungles and vast deserts, meeting various dinosaurs along the way. In the snowy mountains, he met a group of Velociraptors. They too had never seen a green T-Rex. Yet, their leader, Velocity, seemed intrigued by Sammy's difference. Velocity admired Sammy's courage and his quest for identity. He offered Sammy some advice: being different doesn't mean you're alone. Embrace your uniqueness. Humbled by Velocity's words, Sammy continued his journey, more determined than ever. He encountered many dinosaurs, all fascinated by his green scales, yet none who shared them. One day, he reached a lush valley, home to a flock of pterodactyls. There, he met Petrie, a pterodactyl with green wings. Petrie was just as surprised to see Sammy as Sammy was to see him. Petrie explained how his green wings had made him an outcast, but he had learned to use them to his advantage. They made him a stronger flyer and a better hunter. Sammy was inspired by Petrie's story. He realized his green scales didn't make him an outcast, they made him unique. Motivated, Sammy decided to return home. He wanted to share his newfound knowledge and inspire his fellow T-Rexes to celebrate their differences too. Upon reaching home, Sammy found his fellow T-Rexes waiting for him. They were curious about his journey and his encounters. Sammy shared his stories, his experiences, and his realization. He encouraged his fellow T-Rexes to embrace their differences, as they were what made them unique. The T-Rexes looked at Sammy with admiration and respect. They realized they had been wrong to isolate him. Sammy's courage and wisdom had shown them the beauty of uniqueness. From that day forward, Sammy was no longer the outcast of Dinoland. He was their hero, their beacon of acceptance, and the embodiment of courage. His green scales were no longer a source of alienation but a symbol of uniqueness. They reminded everyone that being different was not a weakness, but a strength. Sammy's story spread far and wide across Dinoland. Dinosaurs of all colors and sizes began celebrating their unique traits. Sammy's journey had not only changed his life but also the entire Dinoland. His courage and determination had taught everyone a valuable lesson about acceptance and individuality. As for Sammy, he was happier than ever. He had found his purpose, his identity, and most importantly, he had learned to love himself. And so, Sammy, the Green T-Rex, lived happily ever after in the heart of Dinoland, spreading love, acceptance, and teaching every dinosaur to celebrate their uniqueness. Remember, just like Sammy, it's our differences that make us special. So, let's celebrate and embrace our uniqueness, because that's what makes us, us. And with that, we come to the end of our story. Until next time, remember, like Sammy the Green T-Rex, you are unique, and that's what makes you special. The end of Sammy the Green T-Rex's adventure in Dinoland. Stay tuned for more exciting tales. Journey through time, the tale of the brown Velociraptor. Long, long ago, when the world was young, lived a magnificent creature, the brown Velociraptor. Roaming the lands of what is now known as Asia, this cunning predator was small but fierce. Just imagine, children, a creature no bigger than a wolf, but fierce as a lion. That was the Velociraptor. Our story's hero is a unique one, a brown Velociraptor named Ravi. Ravi was not your average Velociraptor. His brown scales helped him blend with the scenery, making him almost invisible. Ravi was smaller and weaker than the rest, but was gifted with unmatched speed and stealth. He was the fastest in his pack, able to outrun even the swiftest prey. Ravi's brown scales were his cloak, his shield. They melded with the tall grass, the dense forests, and the rocky terrain. Ravi was the master of camouflage. With his brown scales, he was practically invisible against the backdrop of his environment. Despite his size, Ravi was a force to be reckoned with. His agility and intelligence made him a formidable hunter. Ravi was the proof that size isn't everything. What he lacked in power, he made up with smarts and stealth. Ravi had a sharp, curved claw on each foot, a signature weapon of the Velociraptor. The claw was not just for show. It was a deadly weapon, designed for precision strikes. Ravi wasn't a solitary hunter. He was part of a pack, a family of velociraptors. The pack was Ravi's home. It was where he learned the ways of the velociraptor. The pack's alpha, the leader, recognized Ravi's potential. He saw that Ravi's skills complemented their hunting strategies. Ravi's role was crucial. He was the stealth hunter, the one who would approach the prey unnoticed. Ravi's story teaches us the power of uniqueness. Even though he was different, he was still a critical part of his pack. Ravi's tale is a testament to the strength and resilience of the velociraptor. They were small but mighty. The velociraptor, just like Ravi, was a creature of adaptability. They could survive in various landscapes and climates. Their strength was not just in their sharp claws or swift speed. It was in their intelligence, their ability to work together, their adaptability. Even though the velociraptors are long gone, their spirit lives on. They represent the strength that comes from unity and adaptability. Ravi's story is not just a tale of a dinosaur. It's a lesson on the importance of individuality, adaptability, and unity. So, children, remember Ravi the brown velociraptor. Remember his courage, his uniqueness, his adaptability. Ravi's tale is a reminder that we, too, possess the ability to adapt and thrive, no matter the circumstances. In closing, let's celebrate Ravi, the brown velociraptor, a hero from a time long past, yet whose tale is timeless. The tale of the brown velociraptor, Ravi, a journey through time, a testament to the strength in diversity, unity, and adaptability. Journey with the Blue Pterodactyl. Once upon a time, in the dense, emerald green forest, lived a unique creature, a blue pterodactyl named Ptero. Ptero was not your average pterodactyl. He was different, he was blue, a vibrant shade that shimmered under the sun. His magnificent wings were a spectacle, grand and impressive, spanning wide across the jungle's canopy, reflecting a striking blue hue. Ptero was admired by all creatures, big and small. They gazed in awe as he soared high, painting the sky with his vivid blue wings. Despite the admiration, Ptero felt out of place. He was the only blue pterodactyl in the forest, and this made him feel lonely. One day, Ptero decided to go on a voyage to find others like him. With a determined heart and a hopeful spirit, he flew towards the unknown. As he ventured further, he came across different creatures. Some had never seen a pterodactyl, let alone a blue one. He met Larry the lion, who was brave and strong. Larry admired Ptero's courage to venture out alone and wished him luck on his journey. Next, he met Sally the squirrel, who was agile and quick. Sally was in awe of Ptero's vibrant wings and sent him ahead with a cheer. Ptero's journey then led him to Molly the monkey, known for her intelligence. She found Ptero's pursuit for companionship inspiring. In his travels, Ptero came across different landscapes. The desert, the mountains, the ocean, each providing a unique challenge. Despite the hurdles, Ptero carried on, his spirit undeterred. His journey was long and tiring, but he kept flying with hope in his heart. Then one day, Ptero spotted a sight that made his heart race. A glimmer of blue, similar to his, in the distance. Racing towards the sight, he found a hidden valley, a place untouched by time. And there he saw an incredible sight. A whole group of blue pterodactyls. Just like him, living together, their wings painting the sky in shades of blue. Ptero was overwhelmed, tears welled up in his eyes. He was not alone anymore, he had finally found creatures just like him. The blue pterodactyls welcomed Ptero warmly. They were thrilled to meet someone who had traversed the world and brought back fascinating stories. Ptero felt a sense of belonging he had never experienced before. He was no longer alone, he was home. The blue pterodactyls admired Ptero's courage and resilience. His stories of adventure became folklore, inspiring young pterodactyls. Ptero's journey taught everyone that no matter how different you are, there is always a place for you. That being different is not something to be ashamed of, but something to be proud of. For it makes us unique, it makes us, us. Ptero's tale teaches us the importance of accepting ourselves, of embracing our uniqueness. It reminds us that we all have our own journeys. And while these journeys can be challenging, they lead us to where we belong. So remember, when you feel out of place, like Ptero, remember to be patient, remember to keep seeking. For you never know what wonderful things your journey may lead you to. Just like Ptero's journey led him to his true home. Remember, you belong. You are unique. You are special. Just like Ptero, the blue pterodactyl. And that's the end of our story. The story of Ptero, the blue pterodactyl. A tale of adventure, bravery, and finding one's place. So next time you feel different, remember Ptero's story. Remember to embrace your uniqueness. Remember to cherish your journey. Tyrannosaurus Rex's Grand Adventure, a tale for children. The world of dinosaurs is a land of gigantic creatures, lush green jungles, vast deserts, and towering mountains. This world is home to various species of dinosaurs, each unique and magnificent in their own way. This stunning land of adventure is an exciting place where there's never a dull moment. In this world of giants, our hero stands out, Terry, the Tyrannosaurus Rex. Terry is not your ordinary dinosaur, he is bold, curious, and adventurous. With his massive size, sharp teeth, and powerful tail, he is certainly a sight to behold. But it's his unquenchable thirst for exploration that truly sets him apart. Terry's daily routine in the dinosaur world is far from mundane. He spends his days exploring the lush jungles, playing with his dinosaur friends, and learning new things. He has a knack for discovering hidden paths and secret spots that no other dinosaur knows about. Terry, as a Tyrannosaurus Rex, is unique in his own special way. He is known for his strength and agility, but it's his intelligence and curiosity that truly set him apart from others. Terry has a way of turning every situation into an opportunity for learning and growth. Terry's family and friends are an integral part of his life. His family includes his mother, who is his biggest cheerleader, and his younger siblings, who look up to him with admiration. His friends, a diverse group of dinosaurs, share Terry's love for adventure and exploration. They often join him on his exciting endeavors, making the journey even more thrilling. Terry, the Tyrannosaurus Rex, held a deep affection for adventures and exploration. His heart yearned for the thrill of the unknown, the discovery of fresh territories, and the exhilaration of new challenges. Every rustle in the wind, every new sunrise, stirred an insatiable curiosity within him, sparking an unquenchable desire to uncover the secrets of his world. He had always been fascinated by the majestic mountain that towered in the distance. Its peak, shrouded in mystery, beckoned him. Terry dreamed of reaching the top, of standing tall amidst the clouds and gazing upon the world spread out beneath him. It was a dream that filled his nights with visions of glory and his days with longing. One fine day, Terry decided to transform his dream into reality. The mountain was calling and he was ready to answer. The decision was not made lightly, it was born from a deep-seated desire to challenge himself. He yearned to prove that even a Tyrannosaurus Rex, known more for their strength than their agility, could conquer heights. Preparing for his journey was no small task. Terry had to ensure he was physically fit to endure the tough terrain and unpredictable weather. He exercised daily, honing his strength and stamina. In addition, he practiced climbing smaller hills, gradually building his climbing prowess. The sight of him tirelessly preparing was a testament to his unwavering determination. The day of departure finally came. Terry stood tall, his eyes gleaming with anticipation and resolve. As he waved goodbye to his family and friends, there was a sense of excitement in the air. Terry was about to embark on an adventure of a lifetime, carrying the hopes and dreams of not just himself, but of his entire dinosaur community with him. The journey to the mountain peak had begun. As the sun rose, Terry stepped into the thriving heart of the jungle. The lush greenery was teeming with life, filled with the sounds of chirping insects and rustling leaves. Terry's heart pounded with excitement as he ventured deeper into the unknown territory, his eyes wide with curiosity and wonder. In the jungle, Terry encountered diverse species of dinosaurs, some he had never seen before. He observed herbivores grazing peacefully and smaller carnivores stealthily stalking their prey. Each dinosaur he saw was living its life in its unique way, contributing to the vibrant ecosystem that the jungle was. Navigating through the dense foliage required quick thinking and agility. Terry relied on his keen senses and innate instincts to find his way. The jungle was a maze, but Terry's keen sense of direction ensured he didn't lose his way. Every rustle, every sound guided him further into the heart of nature's labyrinth. The first major challenge presented itself in the form of a roaring river. It was a formidable obstacle, its swift currents threatening to sweep away even the strongest. But Terry didn't let fear hold him back. He had to find a way to cross it. Using his strength and size, Terry strategically pushed over a large tree to create a makeshift bridge. He carefully treaded his way across the river, balancing on the log. His heart pounded with every step, but he managed to reach the other side safely. This successful crossing filled him with a sense of accomplishment and further fueled his spirit of adventure. As Terry ventured out of the lush jungle, a new landscape greeted him. The desert, vast and seemingly endless, stretched out before him. The heat, a stark contrast to the jungle's cool shade, was an unwelcome surprise. The scorching sun bore down on him, causing Terry to struggle. The desert was unforgiving and the heat was relentless, but Terry was a true explorer at heart, determined to press on. In the heart of the arid desert, Terry made an unexpected discovery. A glimmering oasis, a haven nestled amidst the vast expanse of sand dunes. It was here that Terry found relief from thirst and exhaustion. He drank from the cool water and rested under the shade of palm trees. The oasis was a much-needed pit stop in his journey, a place where he could rejuvenate before continuing his adventure. Just as Terry was preparing to leave the oasis, he was faced with a new challenge. A looming sandstorm, rising from the desert like a monstrous wave. It was a test of his courage and resilience. But Terry, being the brave Tyrannosaurus Rex, stood his ground. He braved the storm, shielding his eyes from the sand and waiting patiently for it to pass. He realized that not all adventures were easy, and some required patience and perseverance. Once the storm had passed, Terry resumed his journey. The desert gradually gave way to rocky terrain, and soon the majestic mountain was before him. The mountain stood tall and imposing, a testament to the natural wonders of the dinosaur world. Terry's heart pounded with excitement. The mountain peak was within his reach. However, climbing the mountain was no easy task. The path was steep and treacherous, and the higher Terry climbed, the colder it became. The thin air made it hard to breathe, and snow began to fall. Despite these challenges, Terry remained undeterred. His dream of reaching the mountain peak spurred him on, giving him the strength to overcome the difficulties. With each step, he moved closer to his goal, embodying the true spirit of an adventurer. As Terry began his steep ascent, he was met with an unexpected challenge, a harsh snowstorm. The cold was biting and visibility was near zero. But despite the intense conditions, Terry's heart was ablaze with determination and courage, pushing him forward. He had come too far to give up now. He dug his massive claws into the icy ground, using every ounce of his strength to pull himself up. Each step was a struggle, a battle against nature and his own limits. But Terry was not a dinosaur to back down. Finally, after what felt like an eternity, Terry reached the peak of the mountain. His heart pounded in his chest as he looked around, a sense of accomplishment washing over him. He had done it. He had fulfilled his dream. From the top, the view was nothing short of breathtaking. Terry could see the entirety of his homeland, a vast expanse of lush greenery and sparkling rivers. From this vantage point, all his struggles seemed small and insignificant. He was above it all, literally and figuratively. As he stood there, Terry found himself reflecting on his journey. He thought about the challenges he had faced, the lessons he had learned, and the strength he had found within himself. His adventure had been more than just a physical journey, it had been a journey of self-discovery. As the sun rose on the next day, Terry made the decision to return home. His heart was filled with a myriad of emotions, a mix of accomplishment for reaching his dream destination and a longing to share his experiences with his loved ones. He took one last look at the view from the mountain peak, etching it into his memory before starting his descent. Back home, the entire dinosaur community had been eagerly waiting for Terry's return. As he walked into his hometown, a triumphant hero, he was greeted with a warm, enthusiastic welcome. His family and friends ran towards him, their faces glowing with joy and relief. The air was filled with the sweet sound of cheers and laughter, a celebration of Terry's bravery and determination. Terry's adventure had been full of challenges, each one tougher than the last. But he had overcome them all. Now, surrounded by his friends, he began to narrate his journey. He spoke of the lush green jungle, the scorching desert, the terrifying sandstorm, and the thrilling climb up the mountain. His friends listened, their eyes wide with awe and admiration, hanging on to every word. Through his journey, Terry had learned valuable lessons. He had discovered the strength of his courage, the power of his determination, and the resilience of his spirit. He had faced his fears, battled his doubts, and emerged victorious. This realization filled him with a profound sense of pride and accomplishment. As the sun set, marking the end of an extraordinary day, Terry's adventure had inspired everyone around him. His story was not just an exciting tale of a brave Tyrannosaurus Rex, but also a lesson that dreams are worth chasing. His courage and determination had shown every young dinosaur that no dream is too big and no journey too tough if you have the bravery to face it head-on. Ankylosaurus adventure in the ancient forest. Ankylosaurus Andy blinked open his eyes to the first rays of sunlight filtering through the lush foliage of the Cretaceous forest. Dewdrops shimmered on leaves, and the air was alive with the calls of distant creatures, marking the beginning of his adventure. Hungry from his slumber, Andy set off in search of breakfast, his heart set on finding the juiciest ferns the forest floor had to offer. Navigating through the underbrush, he used his keen sense of smell to guide him to the freshest greens. Along his path, Andy stumbled upon a triceratops, munching peacefully on some foliage. After an initial moment of tension, shared interests in the lush vegetation sparked a conversation, leading to an unexpected friendship founded on mutual respect and understanding. The day brought Andy to the bank of a great river, its waters rushing and daunting. Remembering tales of the wonders that lay beyond, he mustered his courage. Step by cautious step, he crossed, overcoming his fear and feeling a surge of pride. As he ventured further, mysterious footprints caught Andy's eye. Larger than any he had seen before, they zigzagged through the forest, piquing his curiosity. With a blend of excitement and caution, Andy followed, hopeful they would lead him to a new friend. In the dense foliage of the Cretaceous forest, Andy's calm morning was shattered by a deafening roar. The sound froze him in his tracks. It was a T-Rex, the king of dinosaurs, standing magnificently before him. Despite his trembling legs, Andy stood his ground, learning a vital lesson in courage as the T-Rex passed by without harm. This encounter taught Andy that bravery isn't about not being afraid, but facing your fears head-on. After the heart-racing encounter, Andy found himself in a precarious situation, a mudslide. The ground beneath him gave way, and he slid uncontrollably. However, he wasn't alone. A group of dinosaurs caught in the same predicament worked together, using their strength and wits to climb to safety. This experience showed Andy the importance of teamwork and how, together, obstacles seemed less daunting. The adventure continued under the vast, star-studded sky of the Cretaceous period. Andy, away from the immediate dangers of the day, found solace in the beauty above. The stars told stories of ancient times, and Andy felt a connection to the universe. It was a moment of peace and wonder, reminding him of the beauty that exists in the world, beyond the immediate survival struggles. Curiosity led Andy to a remarkable discovery the next day: fossils. These were the ancient remains of his ancestors, preserved in the earth. This discovery was a window to the past, revealing the long history of his kind and the ever-changing nature of life on Earth. It filled Andy with a sense of belonging and a deeper understanding of his place in the world's tapestry. The tranquility was soon interrupted by the Earth's fury as a volcano erupted nearby. The sky darkened with ash, and rivers of lava threatened the forest. Andy, with his newfound courage and wisdom, led his friends to safety, navigating through the chaos. This escape was a testament to his growth, showing that even in the face of nature's most terrifying events, one can find a way to survive and protect those around them. In the early morning mist, Ankylosaurus Andy stumbled upon a lost egg nestled among the ferns. Instinctively, he knew he had to return it to its rightful nest. The forest was vast, but Andy's determination was unwavering, embarking on a heartfelt mission. As Andy trekked through the dense foliage, a sudden crackling and the smell of smoke alerted him to danger. A forest fire was spreading quickly, threatening the homes of countless creatures. With bravery and quick thinking, Andy led the animals to safety, showcasing his newfound knowledge of fire safety. The aftermath of the fire revealed a bounty of berries, untouched and ripe. Andy, along with his new friends, gathered for a feast, sharing the food amongst themselves. This act of sharing bonded them, turning them into a family united by gratitude and friendship. Curiosity led Andy and his companions to a mysterious cave, its walls echoing their every move. Inside, they experimented with the echoes, their roars and stomps creating a symphony of sounds. This cave became a place of joy, where music connected them all. The adventure took a magical turn when a meteor shower lit up the night sky. Lying on their backs, Andy and his friends made wishes on the falling stars. It was a moment of wonder, inspiring Andy to dream bigger than ever, under the Cretaceous sky. The first snowfall took Ankylosaurus Andy by surprise. As fluffy flakes danced in the chilly air, his amazement grew. Touching and tasting the cold snow, Andy experienced the wonders of winter, something completely new to this Cretaceous creature. During migration, Andy journeyed with his friends to a warmer land, leaving the snowy landscapes behind. The trek was long and challenging, but together, they learned the importance of companionship and perseverance, finding strength in their united steps. In the warmth of the new land, Andy stumbled upon a healing herb. This discovery was not just a personal triumph, but a boon for his friends too. Andy learned the power of natural remedies, marking a milestone in his understanding of the world. The Dinosaur Parade was a vibrant display of unity and diversity. Dinosaurs of all shapes and sizes came together, celebrating their differences and similarities. Andy felt a profound sense of belonging, realizing that diversity is strength, and together, they could face any challenge. In a hidden valley, Andy and his friends discovered a secret paradise. It was a land abundant with food and fun, untouched by time. This serene haven became their sanctuary, a place where joy and peace reigned, encapsulating the essence of their adventures. In the heart of the dense forest, Andy stumbled upon a footprint so vast it could only belong to a legend. This discovery propelled him on a thrilling quest, piecing together ancient whispers and navigating untrodden paths to unveil the mystery of the giant dinosaur. The journey tested his wit and courage, drawing him closer to the titans of his world. As the sun dipped below the horizon, marking the end of his monumental adventure, Andy stood atop a hill, gazing into the distance. Reflecting on the bonds forged and the mysteries unraveled, he realized the journey was just the beginning. With a heart full of anticipation for the unknown, Andy knew countless adventures still awaited, ready to be discovered under the vast Cretaceous sky. The Parasaurolophus, who found its tune. Perry, a Parasaurolophus, awoke amidst the dense foliage of a vibrant, green forest. His heart felt heavy with loneliness, a stark contrast to the lively chatter of the forest around him. He longed for companionship in this vast, prehistoric world. Determined to find a friend, Perry embarked on a journey across the Cretaceous landscape. The lush greenery blurred past as he traversed through the thick underbrush, his hopeful heart beating a steady rhythm against the backdrop of an ancient world. Before long, Perry encountered a mischievous Compsognathus. The small dinosaur, with its cunning eyes, attempted to lead Perry astray. Despite the Compsognathus' playful antics, Perry remained determined, politely declining the diversion and continuing on his quest for friendship. Perry's journey soon led him to a Triceratops, trapped and struggling in a muddy pit. Without hesitation, Perry used his strength and wit to help free the beleaguered dinosaur. As the Triceratops lumbered free, Perry hoped this act of kindness might blossom into friendship. However, the Triceratops, though grateful, quickly hurried off after a brief thank you, leaving Perry feeling even more disheartened. Despite his growing despair, Perry resolved not to give up. With renewed determination, he continued on his quest, hopeful for the companionship he yearned for. Feeling dejected, Perry lumbered through the dense foliage, his heart heavy. He soon heard the flapping of wings and looked up to see a group of pterodactyls gliding gracefully above. Eager for companionship, he attempted to follow, but his earthbound nature made it impossible to keep pace. The skybound creatures noticed his efforts, offering friendly screeches, yet they flew on, leaving Perry behind, his loneliness deepening in their wake. As Perry continued his journey, he found solace by a glistening river, its waters cool and inviting. It was here that he met a kind-hearted Stegosaurus, sipping quietly at the water's edge. This gentle giant, noticing Perry's somber mood, struck up a conversation. Their exchange was warm, and for the first time in a long while, Perry felt a glimmer of hope. The Stegosaurus, sensing Perry's need for companionship, invited him to a gathering of herbivores, hinting at the possibility of friendships to be made. On their way to the gathering, the pair ambled through a meadow dotted with vibrant flowers. Perry, intrigued, listened intently as the Stegosaurus shared knowledge about the various plants. This botanical detour was not just educational, it was a distraction from Perry's ongoing quest, filling him with a newfound appreciation for the smaller wonders of their world. Their journey took an unexpected turn when they stumbled upon a sleeping Tyrannosaurus Rex. The sheer size of the predator, even in slumber, was terrifying. Understanding the peril, Perry and the Stegosaurus exchanged worried glances, opting for a stealthy detour. With bated breath, they tiptoed past the giant, careful not to make a sound that could awaken the beast. Once safely beyond the reach of the T-Rex, Perry couldn't help but feel exhilarated. The shared danger had forged a bond between him and the Stegosaurus, turning a simple journey into an adventure. With the gathering of herbivores just ahead, Perry's spirits lifted, eager for what friendships might bloom amidst the camaraderie of fellow dinosaurs. As Perry entered the gathering, his eyes widened in amazement at the sight of countless dinosaurs mingling. The colorful array of scales under the sun's gentle glow created a tapestry of life, unlike anything Perry had ever seen. Feeling a mix of excitement and apprehension, Perry tried to mingle. His unique crest and the distinctive sound it produced made him feel conspicuous. Amidst the diverse crowd, Perry couldn't help but feel like he stood out too much. Then, a young ankylosaurus, intrigued by Perry's crest, waddled over. Its friendly gaze and genuine curiosity cut through Perry's insecurities. For the first time since he arrived, Perry didn't feel quite so alone. Opening up, Perry shared his tale of loneliness and the journey that had brought him here. He spoke of his desire to find a place where he belonged, emphasizing how his differences sometimes made that challenging. The ankylosaurus listened intently, then with a smile, introduced Perry to the others. As they shared their own stories, the theme was clear: everyone had something that made them unique. Perry began to see his differences in a new light. Feeling a blend of excitement and nerves, Perry stepped into the spotlight, his heart pounding in his chest. With a deep breath, he tapped into the unique sound of his crest, sending waves of beautiful notes into the air. The audience was captivated, their attention fixed on Perry as he found his rhythm, his confidence growing with each note. The performance ended to a stunned silence, quickly followed by a thunderous applause. The dinosaurs around him, once strangers, looked at him with newfound admiration. Perry, bashful yet proud, realized he had shared something truly special. In that moment, he felt a deep connection with everyone present. Approaches from several dinosaurs broke the magic of the moment, but in the best way possible. They shared stories, laughter, and expressed a genuine desire to be friends with Perry. Each one saw something unique in him, something they admired and respected. Perry's heart swelled with happiness as he realized his quest had led him to this moment of acceptance and belonging. His unique crest, once a source of self-consciousness, had become his bridge to friendship. It was his differences that had drawn others to him, showing him that uniqueness was a gift, not a barrier. As the night continued, Perry felt a profound sense of gratitude. Surrounded by friends, he looked forward to the adventures they would share. The journey had taught him that embracing his uniqueness was the key to finding his place in the world. With a heart brimming with joy, Perry thanked his newfound friends, their faces glowing in the fading light. The realization that his uniqueness was a gift filled him with gratitude. He looked forward to the countless adventures that lay ahead, no longer alone. As the sun dipped below the horizon, painting the sky in hues of orange and pink, Perry reflected on his journey. The path to finding friendship had taught him the value of embracing one's individuality. Grateful for the bonds formed, Perry was content. Allosaurus adventures in the ancient forest. Ally, the friendly Allosaurus, called a lush Jurassic forest home. Towering trees and thick ferns painted a vibrant backdrop to his daily wanderings. Yet, amid the beauty, a pang of loneliness shadowed Ally's heart, for he was the only Allosaurus in a land teeming with smaller dinosaurs. Despite his towering presence and fearsome appearance, Ally harbored a gentle spirit. He longed for companionship, to share in the laughter and play that seemed so abundant among the other dinosaur groups. One day, Ally decided to approach a group of Stegosaurus, hoping to join their afternoon frolics. As Ally approached the Stegosaurus with a friendly bellow, his massive size and sharp teeth unintentionally struck fear into their hearts. The Stegosaurus scattered in a panic, leaving Ally standing alone, his heart sinking with the realization that his attempt at friendship had only caused alarm. Feeling dejected, Ally wandered deeper into the forest, hoping to find solace in the solitude. The dense canopy above whispered tales of ancient times, but to Ally, it only echoed his loneliness. It was during this aimless trek that he stumbled upon a hidden valley, a place untouched by time. The valley was alive with the sounds of dinosaurs playing by a lake. Among them was a group of Triceratops, their laughter ringing clear across the water. Curiosity piqued, Ally watched from a distance, a flicker of hope igniting within him. Perhaps here, in this secluded haven, he could find the friends he longed for. Initially wary, the Triceratops posed Ally a challenge, a game of hide and seek. Intrigued and eager to make friends, Ally accepted. This was uncharted territory for her, but the thrill of something new excited her deeply. During the playful pursuit, an accident occurred. A young Triceratops, teetering on the edge of a pit, was saved by a swift and caring ally. This act of bravery turned the tide, transforming Ally from a feared predator to a revered protector in the eyes of the Triceratops. Gratitude filled the air as the Triceratops invited Ally to join them for a meal. Sharing ferns and cycads, Ally felt a warmth she hadn't known before. It was the beginning of a new chapter, one where she wasn't just tolerated but welcomed. The lessons of friendship and community began to unfold for Ally through the gentle teachings of the Triceratops. With every shared meal and story, the bond between them strengthened, laying down the foundation of a lifelong friendship. But peace was fleeting. A group of velociraptors, drawn to the valley by the scent of harmony, decided to threaten their idyllic existence. It was then that Ally's newfound courage was put to the test, standing tall to protect her friends against the intruders. Ally stood tall as the velociraptors entered the valley, their eyes glinting with menace. Despite feeling a rush of fear, Ally's determination to protect the newfound friends overpowered it. With a defiant roar, Ally stepped forward, ready to defend the peaceful valley. The velociraptors, known for their cunning, hesitated. They were outnumbered by the united front of dinosaurs led by Ally. Realizing they were at a disadvantage, they exchanged wary glances before deciding to retreat, leaving the valley in peace. In the aftermath of the confrontation, the valley erupted in celebration. The dinosaurs, grateful for Ally's bravery, threw a grand feast in honor of the Allosaurus. Laughter and joy filled the air as they celebrated their safety and unity. During the festivities, Ally shared a crucial survival skill with the valley inhabitants. Teaching them how to roar effectively, Ally showed them the power of their voices. It was a skill that could deter predators and protect their home. The valley dinosaurs, in turn, shared their knowledge with Ally. They taught the Allosaurus about the various plants in the valley, their uses, and how to distinguish between them. It was a valuable exchange, strengthening the bonds of their newfound friendship. Ally began to feel a deep connection with the valley dinosaurs, a warmth that resonated with every roar and shared glance. This wasn't just a place to stay, it was home, a community where Ally truly belonged. The once lonely Allosaurus found solace and friendship among the diverse inhabitants, learning that differences could unite rather than divide. When a massive storm swept through the valley, its ferocity threatened to undo the harmony of their home. Yet, in the face of adversity, the dinosaurs banded together. Ally, with newfound friends, worked tirelessly to seek shelter, ensuring that every member, big and small, was safe from the storm's wrath. It was a testament to their unity and collective strength. The aftermath of the storm revealed a valley in disarray, but not a spirit broken. Together, they rebuilt their homes, each dinosaur contributing in their own way. Ally's strength was invaluable in clearing fallen trees, while others repaired nests and gathered food. This collaborative effort not only restored their physical surroundings, but also fortified their bonds. In the wake of rebuilding, the community established a watch system, ensuring the safety and well-being of all. Ally, once an outsider, became a pivotal figure in this plan. The Allosaurus's keen senses and formidable presence deterred potential threats, earning Ally a revered status among the valley inhabitants. The story of Ally, the friendly Allosaurus, culminated in a vibrant celebration under a rainbow that arched gracefully over the renewed valley. This symbol of hope and unity reflected the journey of a dinosaur who found strength in friendship and courage. Ally gazed at the rainbow, a reminder that no challenge was too great when faced together. As the storm cleared, Ally and the valley dinosaurs gathered to admire a vibrant rainbow arching across the sky. This beautiful sight symbolized their newfound unity and strength, a testament to the hardships they overcame together. It was a moment of pure serenity, as the lush Jurassic forest around them buzzed with life, reminding them of the beauty in their shared home. Reflecting on the journey, Ally realized the true essence of strength. It wasn't about being the biggest or the strongest, it was about courage, friendship, and the willingness to stand up for others. In the heart of the valley, surrounded by friends, Ally understood that together, they were invincible. This realization brought a deep sense of peace and belonging, marking the beginning of a new chapter in Ally's life among the valley dinosaurs.